we just give out the rations and ang paos and also vouchers, Comcare vouchers for the needy residents. I think for some of these programs, it started by Michael, Mr. Michael Palmer. We still like to continue because you still need to help the needy residents, and I'm glad Dr. Koh is working together with me to continue to take care of the needy residents here. Some of the other major projects, because we're no longer MP, we're unable to continue some of those projects anymore. There won't be any more MPS as well. And I know many residents still look for me, but it's important that we have to give their MPs, their own MPs, a chance to actually serve them too. But on our part, we'll continue some of these programs for those who are in need, as well as organize some activities, but you'll be scaled down in different ways. We'll try to organize as activities that we think the residents will find meaningful as well. I'm continuing as an advisor for this constituency. Dr. Koh will continue to work together with me for this constituency as well. And actually, for him as well, he will also be officially appointed as a branch chairman as well, working together with me. Yeah.
The branch chairman is the party appointment. How about the party grassroots appointment?
Grassroots appointment, I'm continuing to be the grassroots advisor, but Dr. Koh will assist me in some of the work and the programs that we roll out.
Some constituencies have more than one advisor.
Yeah.
So Dr. Koh be another advisor.
I think at this point in time, Dr. Koh he's new to Punggol East, and it's only been, from the time you first saw him until now, it's only been just a few weeks. I think it's important for him to get to know the place and the residents even better, and for the residents to get to know him better as well. But as we are not, we're not the MPs for this area, we will do what we can, continue the programs, get to know our residents better, interact with them, see what are the issues they are facing as well.
Since you say how long more will he need to be here? We need a second advisor.
It's not a matter of time. I think it's what he does that's more important, and how we all work together to help the residents. But end of the day, we are unable to carry out many of the activities that we have already planned beforehand. And it's important that whilst we scale down activities, we also have to make sure that the grassroots volunteers and the grassroots leaders, as well as our branch activities, are still kept active.
Will Mr. Zainal Sapari be continuing as a town council chairman?
Yes, he would. He would continue as town council chairman, and he is already doing it and handling the transition and handing over. I'm glad that has gone on quite smoothly in terms of the discussions today. Some strategic projects that we have in mind, or Dr. Koh has in mind, where he wanted to roll out. I think some of those projects, because you're no longer an MP, is actually more difficult to carry out. There are several that he actually makes plans. I think some of the areas where it comes to allocation of space for certain strategic projects to be set up or to be built and all, I think those may not be as easy to carry out now if you are not an MP.
Besides the food projects or activities that
it really depends on which ones. It really depends on. But like I say, it really depends on which ones. When I go through a list, I know that some of them, because you no longer is the official representative, is actually more difficult to carry out. So offhand, I can't say pinpoint to you which ones.
Are there any plans to have MPS in another
no
format,
MPS
like tea sessions or
no, currently no. The plans are not to have any MPS as such.
Childcare center?
Childcare centres, these need the representation of the MPs to push for the projects with the ministry.
Can we get Dr. Koh to...
Sure, yeah. You should.
Sorry, can we continue the item? Sorry,
And the good thing is that Dr. Koh wants to continue to serve and to help out in this area, and which he has actually mentioned that before also. And I'm so glad that I'm not doing this by myself.
Elder care facility.
I think it's important that we have put up the plan, but it's important for the MP of the area to continue to discuss with the ministry.
And how closely will the PAP be working with the Workers' Party? Because we see that in Hougang, Desmond Chew is working quite closely with Peng and Huat.
I'm not too sure about between Desmond Chew and Mr. Peng. But as far as you're concerned, I think Workers' Party themselves and the MP will need to lay out their own plans. So whether end of the day work with them or not, I'll not know. We'll have to wait and see.
Will you arrange meetings with them to push for some of the initiatives you think are good for the residents?
Currently, it's too early to tell because the by-election just over.
Why not talk about those things that you will continue to do rather than
like this program to help those people in need? I think it's important for us not to forget them.
Are there any other programs besides the food?
Well, I think some of the activities like organizing some of the gatherings, for example, maybe in celebration of festive seasons, I think you want to be able to do that because it's quite a low-cost get-together party, and many residents, they look forward to that. I think we'll continue with some of those.
What are those that you will scale back?
I think some big projects and strategic projects, I think because we are not the official representative, might have to scale back some of the efforts. It's important for the MPs to continue. If she wants to continue, or Ms. Lee wants to continue, I think she can do that. But for us, we will just have to scale back some of the efforts. Yeah.
那刚才张部长也说了，我们这次补选过后的成绩，大家也是知晓的。所以，但是我觉得我还是必须在一定的范围里面呢，继续的为居民做出一些服务。那特别就像今晚你们看到的，分派这些粮食跟这个资源，我们应该会继续，因为我们觉得这些居民还是需要一定的帮助。那之后我还会继续担任这个党支部的这个主席，所以希望在这方面也能继续有一个机会会跟居民一起沟通。
Say in English, how do you feel about assuming your new role here?
I think of course I'm disappointed that I wouldn't represent them as a member of parliament. But be that as it may, I think this is the voters' decision. We have to respect that this is a democratic process. I will still do what I can as the branch chair to help out in activities that would benefit residents, just like what you saw tonight, giving out vouchers and rations for the residents for in need.
Elaborate a bit more, what other things besides this program?
I think what we need to do is to just let the dust settle a little bit and gather the volunteers and the activists and then sit down and plan and see in what capacity and what kind of resources we have with us to continue to serve within the limits of what we can do. And I think, question was asked just now about, whether we will work together with the opposition. But I think, to be fair, I think we also need to give space for them to show what they can do. So it's not easy and probably a bit premature right now to go deeper into the plans that way. Yeah.
So what if I say that there are contradicting messages here? Mm-hmm. On the one hand, you want to continue to serve. On the other hand, you say they are going to stop all these programs. Can you give us a sense of where is this balance sought?
Well, as I said before, that if you're not a member of parliament, you do not necessarily have the resources and the full support of the people to carry out some of the things. So I think, to be fair to the incumbent MP as well, we need to give her the space to do what she can for the residents, and because that's the voters' decision. So, I do feel that just because we have changeover in terms of management, residents who have been helped by us previous programs like the food and vouchers, I don't think we should just pull out all of a sudden and then leave them in a lurch, because we have been giving them support on a monthly basis.
Would it be right to say all those infrastructural projects will stop?
I think infrastructure projects are more complicated because it requires a lot of interagency work that is falling within the purview of the incumbent member of parliament. So I think that has to be something that the MP has to take up and champion.
But what do you say to the other at least 40% who's voted for you? What if they say that they're disappointed that you're pulling back all this?
Well, I'm disappointed too, but it is a process I can't control because this is a democracy, and I would have hoped that I'm be able to help even those who oppose me. But Unfortunately, this is a democratic process, and we do have to respect that overall the majority of the voters have chosen their current MP, and this is a decision that we all have to work around in.
Regarding your appointment to party chairman, party branch chairman, it seems that it is an indication that you are here for the long haul in preparation for GE, the next GE. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I wouldn't read too much into significance like this. I would just want to focus on the fact that I'm still around to work with a team of people that are here and to also continue to serve the residents in the areas that we feel we can contribute.
So will we see you in GE 2016?
Well, I can't even see what I'm doing in the next 6 months. Nobody can predict the future, but certainly we'll be here to continue to serve the residents to our capacity.
At a personal level, when do you expect to be appointed as a second advisor?
Well, really, I can't appoint myself as second advisor, so I can answer you when I'll be appointed. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Because I think try to keep asking. These are not decisions that make by us personally, because I also think that the current arrangement is a better arrangement, because at least both of us can work together for this single constituency, and I'm just beside this constituency, Punggol Central. So I think combined efforts to help take care of the residents here would always be valuable. Yeah, and for those who have supported us, I would thank you very much for the supporters. We are also very sorry that we can't do MPS anymore, and there are certain things, there's limitations to what we could do, not as an MP. Well, we hope to be able to serve you more completely in future.
Do you think there's a discrepancy? There's a difference because in Hougang, Desmond continues the party with advisor.
You must ask Desmond. Yeah.
And just on MPS, will you be handing over the cases that the PAP has been handling to the Workers' Party?
So those cases that we have signed off for the MPS cases in terms of sending out the letter of appeals, we have already completed them. And if there are any follow-ups, I believe that they will look for their MP, the current MP itself, the residents. And usually when we send out all these letters to ministries or agencies or state boards, they keep a record. It will be there.
If they still come to you guys for help?
You see, because they are residents of Punggol East and I'm not the MP, I can't really represent them and send a letter of appeal for them.
Yeah, but Desmond sends it as an advisor.
Well, Desmond and in Hougang, I believe they have their approaches. But I think right now here, as what Poh Koon has mentioned, is that we need to respect the decisions of the voters, and we also need to respect the MP for the area. And I think that's exactly what we are doing today. And we do what we can in terms of serving the residents in our own way, big or small way. We hope that it's beneficial for the residents here.